Okay, so now I just want to talk about some stuff that is not allowed to be traded during the competition. So, first thing, if you find some kind of financial product on the app that I'm unaware about, okay, just assume that it's not allowed to be traded. If I haven't mentioned it in a video or in the rules, you can just assume that it isn't allowed to be traded, okay? So, let's just go over to my notes quickly. So, I'm just going to write out some stuff that we'll easily find on the Thinkorswim app, but are not allowed to be traded. So the first thing are futures contracts. Okay, we're going to have no futures trading. The next thing is forex trading. Okay, and that includes stuff like commodities and foreign currencies. Okay. So there'll be no currency-to-currency trading allowed in the competition. Next up, we have warrants. Okay. These you can also find in the app. And the final thing are indexes that start with this sort of dollar sign before the ticker symbol. Okay. So let's just go back to the app and look for some of these things. So the first thing are futures. Okay. So a futures contract, futures trading, when you're looking at futures, they always start with a slash. So if I type /ES, okay, I can just pick this first option. Now this is a futures contract, and the way we know that, again, is because you'll see this / before the ticker symbol. Anything with the / before the ticker symbol, you are not allowed to trade, and that's because the / means that it's a futures contract, okay? The reason you're not allowed to trade these is because they're highly leveraged products, and you'll probably just blow up your account in like the first week if you try to trade these, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. So the second thing you're not allowed to trade are anything forex, any kind of forex trading. Forex stands for foreign exchange. So I first want to talk about currencies. So let's type in USD. Okay. Now, here you can see there's tons of different currencies we can trade against the US dollar. There's Canadian dollars, Japanese yen, Swiss francs, Mexican pesos, and so on, okay? Now, no currency-to-currency trading is allowed in the competition. And the way that you know if it's a currency trade is you'll see one currency, US dollars, and you'll see a slash, then another currency, okay? That's how you know that this is a foreign exchange currency product, okay? So these are not allowed to be traded. The other type of forex trading is commodities. So let's look up CLJ. Okay, so this is a commodity that trades on forex markets. This is sweet like crude oil, okay? Now, commodities always trade as futures contracts, okay? So these are kind of double no-nos. These are, not only are they commodities, which are against the rules, they are also futures contracts. So the way that you know to avoid commodities is just by avoiding futures contracts, which again are denoted by the / before the ticker symbol. So there's really no trading anything that has a / before the ticker symbol in the competition, okay? Another thing are something called warrants. So let's look up. So a warrant, you start with a company. Now, not all companies have warrants, but this is a company called Dynegy Incorporated, okay? So if we go down here, we'll see this here, DYN/WS. Now, this is a warrant, and a warrant is kind of like an option where it gives the holder of the warrant the option to buy stock, before some expiry date in the future. Now, we're not doing any warrants trading because warrants trading has expiry dates that are sometimes 15 years in the future, okay? And this is only an 8-week competition, so we're not going to be doing any warrant trading. The way you'll know it's a warrant is it'll be some kind of company, okay? And then you'll have a slash, and then it'll have WS after the slash. So anything where you see /WS after a company name, that's a warrant, and those are not allowed to be traded, okay? The last thing that you're not allowed to trade, and it's not so much that you aren't allowed to trade these, but it's that you won't even be able to trade these, okay? If we look up anything with a dollar sign that starts with a dollar sign, okay? See all these tickers down here? Let's just click on, I don't know, this one, okay? These are indexes, okay? So this is just a number. This isn't even really a price. This is a number, and this index sort of just tracks some kind of market metric out of it. This one has something to do with Finland, okay? You can see over here, you can't buy or sell these, okay? There's no options on these, so there's literally no way to trade these. These are just numbers that, might give you some kind of useful information, but again, there's no way to trade on them, okay? So those are the things that you'll specifically find on the app that you're not allowed to trade. Futures, Forex, including commodities and currencies, warrants, and these indexes that start with little dollar signs, okay?